What's up, Sparks? Hope y'all having a good week. It's crazy hair night, so I got my dreads on. Glenn's got the crazy hair going on. I was going to do today's lesson. We've been talking about the woman at the well in church, so I was just going to elaborate a little bit about. I got a little message for y'all from it. So here we go. It's John chapter 4, verse 7 through 30. I'm just going to elaborate. You can look at your verses if you want to on it. Here we go. It talks about the woman at the well. She comes down to the well to get water, and Jesus is there. And they got to talking about he was thirsty, and he asked her to draw some water for him, and he started talking about his water, the living water. And he said, if you drink of this water, you'll never thirst again. And she's kind of confused about it, and they're talking some more about it. And he's like, this water is the living water, and you'll never thirst from this water. So she finally gets it, and then they start talking about, well, okay, go get your husband and come back and see me. And she says, well, I don't have a husband. He says, well, yes, you do. You have 5 husbands. So he knew all kinds of stuff about her past that he shouldn't have known. And she's just mesmerized by it. And she says, how do you know these things? Are you a prophet? I mean, who are you? And then she starts talking about the Messiah is supposed to come and reveal all things. And he says, well, I am he. So she's kind of like taken back, like, whoa. So she goes back to, in the meantime, the disciples wanted to go get some meat for them to eat because Jesus was hungry and thirsty. So they went to town. They went to Samaria to get some meat and stuff. So she leaves. She's I'm late. So she just goes back to Samaria and tells everybody. Said, look, there's this man at the well telling me things about myself that he shouldn't have known, and y'all need to come meet this guy. And he's just going on about Jesus, So she brings it back, and the disciples are there when she comes back, and they went to the same Samaria, back to Samaria where she went, and they didn't tell nobody about Jesus. I don't know if they thought the Samaritans weren't good enough. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what their mindset was, but she went back and told all about Jesus. And the point of the story I'm trying to get to is, why didn't the disciples of Jesus Christ? They're supposed to tell about Jesus, that's come talk to the Messiah, and because they knew who he was, they seen the miracles. So, but this Samaritan woman, that's exactly what she did. She went and told, and all these people come out, and he stayed there a couple of days, and people's lives were changed, and he told them about himself, he told them about his father, and they worship him in spirit when it's all said and done. So the question is, who are we telling about Jesus? We need to go out there and tell people about Jesus. We need to go tell about the gospel. Even though we tell somebody about the gospel, don't mean they'll accept them that day. But you plant that seed. You know what I mean? You're planting a seed, and then maybe somebody else will come on and talk to them about Jesus, and they're watering that seed, okay? And then maybe the next person talks to them will be reaping it, reaping what the first person sowed. So I just want to encourage y'all to go out and tell about Jesus. Tell everybody you know, and give them the gospel. Jesus died. He was buried. He rose again the 3rd day, according to the scriptures, and you can show them in the Word. And if you know what, if you don't know about the gospel and how to accept Jesus Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, maybe you can talk to your parents, and they can tell you the gospel. They give you direction via the Bible, what the Word says. Thus saith the Word, So I just want to encourage y'all to go out and tell about Jesus, okay? We've learned a lot about Jesus in the last year, and y'all know enough to be bragging on them, So I tell you, I love y'all, and hope you have a great night, great weekend, and I'll see you next Wednesday. All right.